YouTube, what's good with it, man? It's your boy Neo Cannabis, and I'm back with another video. So today, before we hop into the video, I wanted to let you guys know about the Neo Cannabis mentorship program. This is for serious individuals who are looking to break into the industry, get started on their cannabis delivery service, or scale their existing cannabis delivery operation. This is for serious individuals who are looking to take that next step when breaking into the industry and starting something of their own, or investing in generational wealth, building a company that has the potential to scale into a 6 to 7 figure business within the next 3 to 5 years. So again, if that's something that interests you or you and your team, please sign up for a free 15-minute consultation in the description down below. The link will be in the description. To hop straight into this video today, I'll be talking about how to get your cannabis delivery license in any state. And these are just general principles that I'm going to outline, because every state is going to be different as far as, licensing is concerned, because every state has different laws, different procedures, different applications, different regulations that they have already set out in place in order to get a cannabis delivery license. So I wouldn't be able to tell you in the exact state that you live in what are the exact steps needed in order to get your license. However, I believe I've created a bulletproof outline that should work in any state and lead you in the right path to success in order to get your cannabis delivery license. So let's jump straight into it. So essentially, first, you'll need to identify in whatever state that you live in or wherever you're trying to get your license, whether the state currently is a recreational or a medical market. The difference between recreational compared to medical is that recreational users are purchasing cannabis for leisure use, compared to medical patients using cannabis for medical uses. So they had to get diagnosed by a doctor in order to use cannabis. And this plays an integral role in how you're going to proceed in order to get your license, because in most states that are recreational, the licensing difficulty is a little bit trickier and harder because there's more competition. There is much more at stake because the market size and potential customer size is extremely larger compared to the medical market, where there is usually not as many people who are going to get diagnosed in order to use cannabis, and the market size is going to be a lot smaller. That's not to say that there's not money to be made in medical markets. Usually the medical markets are smaller and more concentrated. However, the pathway to getting approval or to starting your business is extremely easier because there's more gray area, and a lot of states have not fully outlined the path to becoming an actual legal business, because states are still working on how they're going to regulate businesses within the cannabis industry. Medical markets are a lot less mature than recreational markets, because most states are usually medical first, and then they start to switch over to a recreational market because they want to test and work through problems and create regulation and create laws before they roll out the recreational side of things. So this is a great way to penetrate the market and establish your brand, establish your company before a lot of the bigger players come into the market. And that's extremely important. Understanding whether your state is recreational or medical will allow you to decide really how to move forward. So then you'll need to establish and create your SOPs. So your SOPs are your standard operating procedures. So this is a set of procedures that will allow you to carry out routine business operations. They need to be outlined on a document because when applying for a license, the state and the local government are going to require you to submit these SOPs in order to get your license because they want to verify that you're an actual established and legitimate business and you actually have real business plans and real business procedures on how you handle routine things within your business, such as inventory, purchasing, employees, staffing, HR, finances. They want to make sure that you have a set of procedures in place to handle these daily business tasks. So once you outline those, then you want to understand the zoning aspect. So you need to understand where your business is allowed to operate because certain cities have specific zoning areas that they want cannabis businesses in regards to, just how the city is laid out. So all this should be verified through the local government, and they should have a map in place that shows which areas you can operate in. And once you figure out the zoning areas, then you can go and search for real estate that you will use to operate your cannabis business in. And before signing a lease, you want to verify with your local government and make sure that the place that you're about to operate in is within the correct zoning areas that your city has already outlined. Once you lock in your real estate, then that's usually the hardest part because after you have your real estate and you know where you're going to operate, then you're just going through the local city approval process. And that's usually submitting security plans, again, your SOPs, doing inspections, background checks, financial reports, business plans. You're submitting all that to the city in order to get the approval. And then once you get the city or the municipal approval, then you'll submit all that information to the state. And then usually the state's process is a little bit faster because they can verify with the city that you're a legitimate business, you're paying taxes, you have all your business licenses, things of that sort. And they'll be able to get you through the system and get you verified, and you'll be able to get your license. Securing your real estate is usually the hardest and most rigorous part because there is, in most cases, a shortage of supply for cannabis real estate. And the real estate that you do find, the landlords are going to hike up the prices because they understand that there is a shortage of supply and the demand is so high. So they can essentially charge really whatever they want for that piece of real estate because they know that in order for you to get a license, you need to secure some type of real estate. And since there's a shortage of it, they'll just charge whatever they want for it. So that's usually the trickiest part, is securing real estate. They're also accounting in the increase in liability as far as potential robberies. There's just increased liability within the cannabis industry. So they're also accounting that into the increase of rent. Once you secured your real estate, then you're essentially in the clear because you already have your real estate, you have your SOPs. Then once you have your real estate, you want to create your build out plans, and you'll submit all of that information to your local government because your city or your county should have some type of cannabis sector that you'll need to get approval from before submitting all of that information to the state. So usually your local government will want your build out plans, security plans, SOPs, inspections, background checks from all the owners. And once you get that local approval, then you'll be able to submit your local approval to the state. And usually the state just verifies all of that information. You got all those inspections, the security plans, the build out plans, the SOPs. They'll verify that with the local government, your local government, so your city or county. And within, a month or two, you should have your actual cannabis delivery license. I know that was a lot of information. I hope that you took notes on that. It was a lot for you. Definitely rewatch the video and try to soak up as much information that you can. Like I said, throughout all of the states, there's going to be differences within the licensing procedures and the licensing process because, every state has different laws, different regulations. Always keep that in mind when going through the licensing process. But I feel like I've outlined a really bulletproof set of steps that should put you on the right track and have you prepared enough with the right amount of information to at least get you started in the right direction and have you understand how the cannabis delivery licensing procedure works. Also, another reminder, if you are serious about investing in yourself, breaking into the cannabis industry, building a vehicle for generational wealth, and hopefully scaling up a business that has the potential to do 6 or 7 figures within the next 3 to 5 years, tap into the mentorship, man. The link is down below in the description. We're doing free 15-minute consultation calls. We have a variety of different packages to fit whatever situation that you're currently in. And yeah, man, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace. I'm out.